Today I want to have a talk with you about this year and just stuff about the annual occurrence of these types of videos. Today is December 31st, 2024 when I'm recording this. This will come out on the same exact day as well. This year was definitely one to remember, not only in the JB dragmotoxboss community, but also in the entire world. Some moments happening right in the beginning of the year, some moments happening in the middle of the year, and some moments happening last minute. Today I'm going to mostly cover my own 2024, and I'll even briefly mention some factors of other people's 2024s for the world as a whole. But first, I want to clear up this. There will not be a best of JB dragmotoxboss 2024. I had to go out and say this. I do not feel that there are enough moments for me to go and spend a bunch of time and energy finding them and putting them into a compilation video. On top of that, I had no time recently and no energy. So I do sincerely apologize about that. 2024 will be included in a best of compilation. What I most likely will do is best of JB dragmotoxboss 2024 to 2025 at the end of next year. And this has actually happened once before. I did a video where I did the best of 2020 and 2021. Also, another thing is I did not properly do a JB dragmotoxboss documentary for 2023. Again, I apologize for that. I did not want to do a documentary. I did not feel that doing a documentary would be. All as I know is that this year we're going to just have one singular video to make this simple, and it's this very video. 2024 year in review or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to title this. I'll title it something smart. Without further ado, let's get started with this legendary video. So to kick off the beginning of the year, not an entire good start of the year, and throughout this video I think I'll actually mix in some world moments as well as some channel moments, but I definitely do want to mention this at first. A couple of YouTubers announced them stepping away from YouTube, were taking a major break from it. The biggest ones, Matt Pat announcing that he's going to have someone else take over his channel in March of 2024, and Tom Scott telling everyone that he's going to be taking a break as well. Well, stepping down, not taking a break. This led a couple of other YouTubers to do that as well. Now, the funny thing about events that happen in the beginning of the year is that they're not in your mind as much as the rest of the moments. Them happening in the beginning of the year is literally gonna be like, oh yeah, it happened, and then it happened 11 months ago, almost 12. It feels like it happened in 2023. That's how far ago. But nope. It did happen in 2024. The very first moments of 2024. So whenever something happens in the beginning of every single year, I'm just like, yeah. When I recap this at the end of the year, it's hardly going to be in my mind, but it'll be there. It'll feel like a prior year, but it technically counts as the year. In terms of my channel, not really too much happened. Although I did receive a channel membership update on this YouTube channel. In this update, you'll see stuff like different tiers added to the channel membership. Prior to this, there used to only be the JB Drag Mega Fan, which is $1 a month, which basically gets you access to most of the perks. I then decided to add Mighty Mega Fan, which is $3 a month, Super Mega Fan, which is $5 a month, Supreme Mega Fan, which is $10 a month, Mega Fan, which is $25 a month, and this one is mostly as a joke membership, but you can always do that if you want to get the rare role in my Discord server, the JB Drag You Are Insane membership. Doesn't even say fan or anything, just you're insane. You're not even a fan at that point. You are literally just insane at that point, with $500 a month. Now, the rest of January was pretty much the same, just talking videos. A lot of them, too. I pumped out a lot of them. In my personal life, it was during my senior year in high school. And I'm sure this is not a shocker to you guys. I spent a lot of time with Hugo for my final high school year before I would step into my first ever college year, which I'm currently in technically right now. February's looking quite similar. Just talking videos. Spending a bunch of time with Hugo as well to enjoy the senior year. Nothing really that interesting that I can think of happened in the world that I would think is worth being mentioned on this channel. And even if it is a large event, it hardly affected me. I hardly noticed it, and I didn't even talk about it, so we'll just skip that. But I do remember that I did take a little break from uploading videos, as you'll see me doing in some of these other months later into the year, unfortunately. I also had some PC issues, and I was getting really busy. But in the middle of March of 2024, and yes, this is a new month now, I completely reappeared onto my channel just in time for my 18th birthday. This moment was an extremely large moment for me because it marked the day that I officially became an adult. It kind of shocked me a little bit turning 18 because I was used to being 17 and younger, literally a kid, and now I'm an adult. A very young one, but an adult. Starting on the same exact day will be a Roblox event that will go down in history on the channel of dragmotoxboss. And yes, I am talking about The Hunt First Edition, of course. Or I should say it like this: The Hunt First Edition, of course. The extraordinarily fun and convenient thing that happened, which completely made Lumber Tycoon 2 history. And I can't believe I'm actually saying that this happened this year. Now, where is the item? The egg. And this is a technical stock up season item because it was limited. The egg released on my birthday. So stock up season technically happened on my birthday. This is pretty abnormal for Lumber Tycoon 2 to do, given that Lumber Tycoon 2 usually only does stock up seasons in October, November, and December, but they decided to break that tradition and do an item for the second half of March starting on my birthday. This item you can get from the tall, demonic, ostrich-looking creature in the new cave that was carved out. What you have to do is chop a log and put it on the pedestal for the ostrich to eat or peck at, whatever, and then it would crap out an egg, which is a limited item. You could do this as many times as you want, getting as many eggs as you want. You have to do this at least once and then bring it to Tom, the employee at Woods R Us, for you to get the Hunt First Edition badge in Lumber Tycoon 2. Fortunately, Lumber Tycoon 2 happened to be one of the easiest badges in the entire Hunt First Edition. So for people like myself who are collecting almost all the badges, it was a nice break. Now, I originally was going to stock up on these items as much as possible, but I actually wanted to play the Hunt First Edition. And so that's what I did. For those next couple of weeks, I did many The Hunt First Edition live streams. I grinded that event, and I got up to at least 95 portals, games, whatever, badges collected and games completed. I got all the gear. I did not worry about getting 100 because there's a couple of them that took a couple hours that I just had no interest in doing. This event was extraordinarily fun. I would oftentimes sit there for many hours per stream, hopping into many different games and doing many different quests just to get the Hunt First Edition badge in each of these games. This was an extremely unique experience that I have never experienced before on this YouTube channel. A big fun thing that happened was that many different people on my channel came in here and helped me out for the games that I would probably spend forever trying to figure out, and I thank everybody who helped me out. Because of this, it was extraordinarily fun playing the Hunt First Edition by a higher degree. Getting to go home from school do a big, long live stream, speak with many people that are helping me at different times, of course. This entire experience is one that I will probably remember for the entire history of this YouTube channel. This was one of the most fun events for this YouTube channel. I know there may not have been the most people, because there definitely were more people in this community back in 2022 and 2023, active people, that is. And I mean active voice call people. But I still had a crap ton of fun. Let's continue on to April of 2024, which is also a month that is definitely worth talking about. You may notice that every single year I at least do something for April Fools when it comes to this community, this YouTube channel, whatever. And for 2024, what I decided to do, that's right, a talking video, but in black and white. On top of this, of course, I also made the thumbnail black and white. I did a live stream in black and white. I did not actually have the actual stream in black and white, but I had the thumbnail in black and white. I also changed my Discord PFP to black and white, and the entire channel PFP and banner. And this video is also very interesting because I did start talking about how this year's a rare year with a couple of holidays being listed in a row. I don't entirely remember what they all are off the top of my head, but you'll have to go back and watch this video to see what I'm talking about. It's a very interesting video. Fast forward a tiny bit, just a few days, and I officially launched my new and current Discord server, JB's Palace. This new Discord server that is not really new anymore, but used to be new Discord server, was extremely different right at the start. Of course, there are a lot of modifications put onto this Discord server, but something to mention. This Discord server, unlike the other two that I had that are not existent anymore, this one is stricter and actually has a fair rule system. A rule warn system. I meant to say warn. If you get 5 warns in the Discord server, and you can get a number of warns depending on what rule you break and in what manner you break it. If you get 5, you are able to get banned from the Discord server. What will happen is me and the heirs, and heir is a co-owner, will have a decision. Should we get this person out of the server since they have the max amount of warnings? And if so, then we get them out of there. We have right now there are only 2 heirs, so a 2/3 vote system. But in the near future, we will be expecting a new heir. I've mentioned this before in the JB dragmotoxboss universe, just on another one of my channels. Maple Alex is projected to be the next heir in January of 2025, literally the next month. But it's not only my Discord server itself that got strict, but my entire channel rules system in terms of who can speak in streams and stuff like that, and how I act in live streams. In 2024, I cracked down on, well, technically late 2023, and it showed up mostly in 2024. I became a lot more strict when it comes to being family friendly. But on top of that, no one can just randomly join a live stream VC the first day that they meet me, like I used to allow people to back in 2022, well, late 2022 and most of 2023. I realized that allowing people in, like, the moment that they join is a terrible idea, because people can sabotage the stream and say something that is not family friendly. But also on top of that, I believe that someone should have dedication in order to literally have their voice on my streams. And think of this, I'm not the biggest YouTuber of them all, but I have a couple thousand subscribers, so I can't just let anybody speak on this channel. There can be a lot of viewers at a point in time in a live stream, and there definitely are a bunch of people who watch back the live stream. So this year I decided to be a whole lot more careful, technically late 2023, but also this year as well. I cracked down on this. I got a lot more strict. Now, to be able to speak in my streams, you have to be extremely active or semi-active. For example, you can be kind of semi-active-ish over 4 months and you can get in, or extremely active over maybe even as little as 6 weeks and you can speak in a live stream. However, unfortunately, this caused less than 10 people to gain the access to speak on my live streams in the year of 2024, which is a significant drop from 2023. And because of this, I'm sure that there are many people who otherwise would be very active speakers in my streams, but because of me not giving them access for them to speak on my streams, they most likely got impatient, and yeah, I lost out on a very active community member. But it's always right to be safe because this is a family-friendly channel. This year, I did turn 18, as I mentioned a little earlier in this video. So I need to act my age. I need to be calm. I need to be mature. I need to be a good human being. Another thing is that I've matured. I'm acting like an actual adult. Unlike last year, sometimes I would be a little petty and even talk a little bit crap about people who got banned from a live stream or my Discord server right on stream. And yes, I'm a whole lot more strict on like the rules and stuff. If someone accidentally curses or just says like 1 or 2 things that are kind of suspicious, I server mute them for the entire stream so that I don't risk them being in my stream for that long, saying those things by mistake. Another thing to note what happened in 2024, April of 2024, is that Games for Two and The Official Brick both hit 2,000 subscribers in this month. I was, of course, a little upset, slightly upset, because I was close to 2,000 subscribers, but for the longest time ever, my rate of getting subscribers was not the quickest, at least compared to these 2 people. These 2 people had way less subscribers when I had 1.5k, even 1.6k subscribers, and then to see them both suddenly surpass me in April and to see them both hit 2,000 subscribers extremely shocked me, and I have to be honest, I did get a little jealous. It's not really right to get a little jealous, but I'm a human, and unfortunately I did experience that emotion. But there is a change that did happen during this year, which I'll talk about. That will be coming up soon in the next couple of months for this 2024 recap video. But I will say something here. At this point in time and currently, and you can even check the channels right now. You know what? I'll say that later in the video, but if you want to check right now, you always could. It's up to you. Do you want this surprise spoiled to you? Yes or no? It's up to you. Now, yes, another event, a 4th event that happened in 2024. In the middle of the month, I did multiple things. First off, I decided to have a major thumbnail change. Yes, from that point on, all thumbnails became much more clickable. Made much more sense. Because I used to chuck random pictures into the thumbnail for the funnies. But ever since I actually made the thumbnails make sense, my views actually have majorly increased, almost guaranteeing at least 100 views per video for most of the videos. Although it could come to me having more subscribers these days, that's why I have a lot more views. And definitely certain times in a year corresponding to Lumber Tycoon 2, I definitely get more views. I do understand that. However, I do want to mention that the better thumbnails get a lot more clicks. That is definitely a fact. On top of this, I actually changed my editing style to the point of where I would cut out every single yeah, the filler words and the breathing. All of that cut out. All of it. And I would constantly flash pictures on the screen as well. I also did little tricks to improve my videos as well, such as in the first couple of seconds, I'll say something that corresponds to this video, although this video, I did not really do that. You read the title anyway, I don't really need to have a hook for this beginning of the video, although I might change my mind when I edit this video. But in all of the other videos, or at least most of the other videos, in the first 10 seconds, I say what people want to hear, and over time, I've gotten better at it. The way I talk in my videos, I'll structure it to keep you guys hooked to watching the videos as best as I possibly can. This moment in April changed JB dragmotoxboss history forever. I finally woke up and I'm like, I need to actually stop, like, being lazier with my videos. Now, well, I'll get that to that later in the video, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Don't worry. This must have been an extraordinarily big month because I have a sixth thing to talk about. Yes, for April 2024. In late April of 2024, I'll even look for you. Right there. This channel was born. JB Drag Day Nightcore Music, where I would basically put up, in CapCut, I will take a song, whether it's a non-copyright song or if it's like a video, although I will say I'm not going to do any more political ones. I don't have plans on doing any more political ones. Technically not political, just fun remixes. I would do a day version of this so you could see in all the, night. I'll say night first. The night version has a specific tint, and then the day version is the exact same picture, but with a different specific tint to make it look nightcore, to make it look daycore. And if you don't know, nightcore is the sped up and higher pitch version, and daycore is the slowed down, lower pitched version. And every single time I would upload a video onto this channel, they don't come in a group of one like 99.999% of YouTube channels do on YouTube. This channel has a rare thing that 0.0001% of YouTube channels have. That's right. Every single video gets uploaded in a pair of two on the same exact channel. There are a total of 8 pairs, which means there's technically 16 videos. I do need to upload another video because technically, with the rules I have, if one of them gets at least 100 views, I'll do a super daycore nightcore. And this one got 100 views, so I need to expand upon that and do another Recurse 2 day and nightcore. For some reason, the Recurse 2 nightcore remix is the most popular, which makes sense. But then, out of the super nightcore and daycore, the super daycore got more popular, got more views, got more clicks. In general, Curse 2 is the biggest hit on this YouTube channel for day and nightcore music, which actually makes a lot of sense. It's a very good song. This channel is the least popular YouTube channel out of my, yes, spoiler for, well, I keep doing this. I'll get to that later in the video. But all I'll say is that this channel is the least sub 2 YouTube channel that I have, and probably will remain that for a very long time because I hardly put any effort. I don't even do any live streams on this channel. 23 subscribers. Not too many people are interested in this channel. If you are, then I encourage you to go subscribe to it, alright? But for the most part, this is just a fun channel to do day and nightcore songs whenever I feel like it, so there's not really an upload consistency. As for all my channels, there's not really an upload consistency on all my channels. Not even the main channel has an upload consistency anymore. There is something I do want to mention for what I do with my, well, that editing style change in my videos. Whenever there is a collab, I would not post them as frequently, but I would also majorly cut them down as well. And I did do at least a couple collabs in this year. Technically, one was released on June 1st of 2024. And I also would do a special video once in a while, like the 36 more things you may not have known about Lumber Tycoon 2 video. That one released in early May of 2024. Hold on a moment. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm forgetting about someone. It would be a little foolish if I can't remember what this thing is. Yep, that's right. That's right. A 7th event in April 2024. Flying Ferocious Fool got an update to his channel. Basically, ever since late and 2022 and early 2023, Flying Ferocious Fool was pretty much left with a couple of videos, hardly no editing actually, stupid titles, stuff like that. But then, in April 2024, I had motivation to pick back up on Flying Ferocious Fool, and I pumped out a bunch of videos onto that channel. These videos generally are around 10 minutes long. They have a lot of editing in them, and basically Flying Ferocious Fool is, yes, I guess technically an alter ego. It's a different character on my channel. It is my alt account. My first ever official YouTube channel, Roblox alt account, Flying Ferocious Fool, that I decided to make an entire YouTube channel for in November of 2022. I don't know why I did this, but one of the best decisions I ever made, because I literally love this character. And I know that his character is based off of a popular Roblox face, and even the square gray-white head is quite popular. Regardless, the concept of this character and how I came up with it fascinates me, and I'm extremely proud of Flying Ferocious Fool. So yeah, Flying Ferocious Fool's channel is actually kind of serious now. Who knew that would ever happen? By the way, this is a 34-year-old man who canonically lives in his own dimension that has a planet that's identical to Earth, that looks pretty much like Earth, except it only has the land of Alaska. The rest is just water. No Antarctica, no Africa, no Asia, no Europe, no North America, except for Alaska. None of the other continents. I know, it's a weird dimension. And yes, I must not forget, I changed up this channel. It used to be called something else, but now it's JB Drag Music. I changed this up. Basically like the Day and Nightcore channel, except I'll just put a picture on, and like we'll have a thumbnail, have a song play in the background usually. Yeah, no, actually, they're all non-copyright songs that I use in my streams. And a picture that reminds me of that song to be on when that song plays in that video. I just released one recently, as you can see there. JB Drag Extras and Others remains the crap post channel that it is. I even also got my Dab Madam and Pets to upload a lot in the month of April as well. Yes, these channels got a PFP update, channel banner, fun. Not all of them got an update, as you can see, the classic. Yeah, very classic. Let's rewind back just a little bit earlier to earlier in April. As I noticed my competition, The Official Brick, is doing a certain something. The Official Brick started live streaming like this, which at first extremely shocked me. Why is he live streaming like this? Why? Why did he make his screen smaller? Well, the entire reason is, well, this actually happened. This feature released in the late mid 2023, close to the later side of 2023, but closer to the middle side as well, right in between there, around August, I believe it was, of 2023. YouTube released this new feature that I somehow did not know about, vertical streaming, where if you stream vertically, stream a certain way, your stream will get put into the YouTube Shorts feed, therefore pushing your stream out to a lot more people. Now, unfortunately, this clip I have playing on the screen, it's from one of the more recent streams as of when I'm recording this video. Congratulations to The Official Brick. He's almost at 9,000 subscribers. He is far ahead of me in subscribers. I hope you get to 10,000 soon. What The Official Brick does is he does a vertical, then a horizontal, and then what I notice is he'll actually private the verticals, but he did not private this vertical one yet, so we're taking a look at it for just background footage of this video. Now, this is the exact same stream except the horizontal version. This is the version that he wants you to view back as like a playback. But what he'll do is he'll have you watch the vertical, like he'll have the vertical stream up so that it catches your attention, but then he'll have the horizontal so that it's good for playback, which I do respect. Now, he told this to me, and I decided to give it a try in late May of 2024. This picture well, this stream is not how my vertical streams look like these days, but this is just a test stream that I did. I was just trying to figure out how things work, figure out the settings and stuff like that. Now, I cannot do a vertical and a horizontal stream at the same time. My PC cannot handle it. Although I do not really mind, and I would not want to be live streaming twice at once because, well, quite frankly, I have OCD, and that would actually kind of bother me. Every single time going live, it says I'm live twice. That would really trigger me. So I think it's for the better for me. I do strictly only vertical streams. Now, the thing is that if you want to do a vertical and a horizontal at the, well, if you only want to do just a vertical, you can't use Streamlabs OBS. Streamlabs OBS allows you to do a vertical, but you have to do a horizontal with it. Me and the Official Brick had a chat in May of 2024. Basically, he did not know how to do a horizontal and a vertical both onto YouTube. He had one on a different streaming platform and the vertical on YouTube. And you might be thinking, JB, you could just do that if you don't want them both at the same. No, because then that just defeats the whole purpose. I want the shorts and the horizontal on the YouTube, just like the Official Brick, except the Official Brick's fine with having it say live on two different things and live stream two streams at once. And I pretty much cannot live two things at once because my PC is not as good as his. But apparently on OBS Studio, and that's what I use now, you could do just a vertical stream, and you can actually do a horizontal and a vertical stream both on the same YouTube channel, both on the same platform, YouTube. So I taught him how to do that, and he's been doing that ever since, and I'm sticking with strictly only vertical streams. I do apologize to everyone who misses the horizontal streams, but I want the streams to be vertical. This does look kind of nice. Well, what you're seeing on screen right now is not the final version, but it does look pretty nice. You can watch it on your phone. It looks nice there, and it does not look the worst if you're watching on a TV, as long as you get used to it. Now, we're not quite done talking about this yet. In late May of 2024, I was actually working on a project called, well, the door bridge to across the ocean to get to the Fire Arch. I don't know the exact name. It is also color-coded, and I forgot to mention, because I genuinely forgot, this did originally start. I did a couple streams of this, of clearing out a base for it, moving the items on this base, and creating a base for this build, and starting this build. I did that all in February of 2024. Then I got demotivated. Then in late May of 2024, I decided to come right back to it, and I did it in a vertical stream. Now, as you can see on the screen there, I had less than 1,900 subscribers. But to my surprise, in just the span of 4 hours, I found myself rapidly gaining subscribers, all in this one sitting, in this 4-hour sitting, to the point where I actually hit 2,000 subscribers right on that very live stream, which completely shook me, which completely shocked me to bits. Prior to this, from the beginning of 2024 to late May of 2024, I maybe gained a little over 100 subscribers. And the fact that I gained almost that same amount of subscribers in the span of 4 hours, it shocked me that I went over 2,000 subscribers. And during this time, I was getting ready to graduate from high school as well. So this was all a very good moment because, well, yeah, I graduated high school on top of that. Like, not too long after that happening, I was just feeling on top of the world at that point. This changed JB dragmotoxboss history forever. And also, the Official Brick noticed it as well. And he's like, good job, JB, taking my advice for doing the vertical streams. I'm like, yeah, it's getting me a bunch of subscribers. And to this day, I do them all the time. Now, I do not gain as many subscribers in one sitting for a stream as I used to, because I do believe that the best time to do a Lumber Tycoon 2 stream is in the summer when most people are off school. Although I still get a bunch of subscribers, I use the vertical streaming to grow other YouTube channels as well in the JB dragmotoxboss universe. as you can see from this screen, you can see, okay, let's start from down here. We got classic, yeah, just hardly anything. Okay, I'm not going to explain this here, but just very slow progression. You could watch this. 2022, I started growing a bunch, and I had my first big subscriber boom, and then 1,000 subscribers early 2023. Then early 2024, about 1,750. And then late May, this entire spike happened. So crazy that from late May of 2024 all the way up until, well, we'll go to this point, early July of 2024, I got up to a little over 3,000. I hit 3,000 in the month of June as well. Therefore, making it that I hit 2,000 subscribers, and then I hit 3,000 subscribers less than a month after hitting 2,000 subscribers. Then I lost motivation from streaming, and I pretty much finished that door bridge. So I was taking a bit of a break, and then spiked up a little bit more in October, and now we're at 3,619. One more subscriber, and I'll get the 3.62K subscribers. So yeah, I don't grow as much as I did. And this I call the big subscriber boom of mid-2024, and I am extremely thankful for it, that I got a crap ton of subscribers. In fact, because of me hitting 1,000 subscribers in January of 2023, I wanted to get to 3,000 by January of 2025. And the fact that we're already at 3,600, almost 3,620, we are ahead of schedule. We're ahead of schedule by over half a year, basically. The margin used to be a lot bigger, but of course, time passed, and that happens. I'm hoping that we can eventually hit 4,000 subscribers in the year of 2025. So let's do it! Subscribe to JB dragmotoxboss for millions of IQ! So, yeah, I spent most of June building this very door bridge. June of 2024, building this very door bridge. Of course, it appeared into July, but let's talk a little bit more about June before we exit the month. Yeah, there's not a lot really to talk about June except for just doing all those streams where I'm building that door bridge all across the ocean in Lumber Tycoon 2. Basically making it so I don't need to take a ferry. If you haven't noticed my recent videos, yes, I've been using that door bridge. I've been putting it in the thumbnail too. Literally the prior 3 uploads on this YouTube channel at this point in time on December 31st of 2024, they're all videos where I use that door bridge, and yeah, that's in the thumbnail for clicks. I mean, like, why not? Like, why not use that for clicks if I spent all those hours building that door bridge? Of course, I got lots of help from many people on my channel. The biggest helper I have to say is Cade. I thank you very much, Cade. But the next thing I want to talk about that happened in 2024 is not a JB dragmotoxboss event, but back to an actual IRL event that I think should be talked about. Donald Trump and Joe Biden had their, well, first debate in the second run. Well, not second run, but technically for both candidates, it was their 4th run for the office of president. Basically, these two both competed against each other in 2020. Trump was seeking re-election and lost to Joe Biden. Because of how popular Trump is, without even attending a single primary in 2023, Donald Trump was able to very easily get nominated for the candidate for the 2024 presidential election. So you see him here debating Joe Biden. And I'll say this now. What's so unique, these presidents are both going for a second term. Both of them. I'm sure it's happened in the past. Actually, yeah, technically of Grover Cleveland in the past. I'm pretty sure at least. But it's unique that this happened in modern history as well, because normally the candidate that did not get reelected would just be out of there. But Donald Trump wanted to get back into the White House. And something that Ace of Spades had told me was this is the very first time, well, I mean, I technically knew this, but he put my attention on it. This is the very first presidential election, or at least in modern history, that everyone knows what it's like for a term under Donald Trump and what it's like with a term under Joe Biden. Unfortunately, Joe Biden did perform very poorly. I'm not trying to make fun of him, but I'm just trying to just bring awareness to this. The United States does not, like, the fact that someone this little cognitive got into office, I'm not talking politically, but someone with the cognitive level of Joe Biden should not be in the president's chair. And both Republicans and Democrats do understand that. So because of this, well, I'd say horrific debate performance, this ultimately led to Joe Biden dropping out of the presidential race in July of 2024. But let this be a lesson to everyone watching the video. Please be careful when you elect a candidate. If they seem like they're in cognitive decline, you don't really want a president who has the cognitive, I messed up my words, but you guys get the point. But now, aside from the presidential debate, I know it's random that I'm talking about it, but I might as well bring it up. I live in the U.S., you know what I mean? And this year is the very first year that I got the ability to vote, and I did vote. But let's backtrack a little bit. Something in my personal life, and not my YouTube life, but something in my personal life, something very exciting. In June of 2024, I met my girlfriend, Aya, pretty much out of nowhere. I met her online from a dating app, and funny enough, basically, I'm not supposed to be talking to her technically. Let me explain. Because I somehow got her social when you're not really supposed to post your socials on the dating app. So that's the only reason how I'm able to speak with her. And fortunately, it came with a huge success. Aya is a very perfect match for me romantically. And something that, this is just my mentality. A lot of people did not like this, including my very own girlfriend, but I did jump into a relationship with her a little over 2 weeks after I first met her. Why? Because I was 100% sure that I wanted to start dating her. All the good signs, and I knew how I felt about her. I explored how I felt. So I asked her to be my girlfriend, and lucky enough, just by a couple of hours, she does live many hours ahead of me, but lucky enough, it had just turned the next day. So the fortunate thing is there's no argument for which day it was. For both of us, we both got together on July 1st of 2024, which, yeah, that brings me into July of 2024. And literally tomorrow, and well, when this video is already out, it's technically already the next day for her. That is our 6-month anniversary for being in a relationship together. This last 6 months have been amazing with Aya. I do not regret it. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. I love her, and I hope that we continue our successful relationship. But another thing to keep in mind, that 6 months have already passed by, and that quickly. That's half a year. We're already half a year. We've been dating for half a year, which is crazy to think that much time has passed already. We are the perfect type for each other. We are pretty much made for each other, and we are meant for each other. I do strongly believe that. Unfortunately, we're strictly online right now, but at some point in time, we are projected to live together, obviously. And I like to talk about future events so that if me and her don't work, like if a living situation doesn't work out, I don't want to waste time. But we sorted that stuff out, and yeah, we talked it over. It is it's doable to be in this relationship. We will end up living together, and that is a strong reality. We've been together so long that it just feels normal to have her in my life now, and that's a very, very amazing thing. She is also the longest relationship I've had by far, and I actually did the calculation and was talking to Hugo about it earlier today on December 30th, 2024. I spoke to Hugo about this. The relationship that I have with Aya right now has already lasted over 4 times the length of my second longest relationship, which, let's keep in mind, it was a fake little kid relationship in 6th grade. Another thing that I'm very joyful about is that I've never had my first kiss before. I've never, well, you know, Aya's not going to like to hear this, but technically I do believe that I have fallen in love before with someone else, but no one has ever fallen in love with me until Aya. And Aya is the only person that I have gotten this deep into a relationship with. I mean, like, if my longest record is literally 6 weeks from 6th grade, then yeah, of course, Aya is the first ever true relationship. A couple of very interesting and remarkable things happened that are worth mentioning. There's something I do want to bring up. In late-ish June, well, late mid-June, so like somewhere like around June 23rd, 22nd, I actually forget the day somehow, I released the JB Drag SMP Season 4. This is a server filled with a bunch of mods, but not too many mods to get rid of the classic vanilla experience. And of course, there is a tutorial on how to join this world on, well, I'm about to talk about my Minecraft YouTube channel. That'll be in a second. I did a couple streams on this server in June of 2024 when this server first released on my main channel. And again, it started to kill my main channel. And I finally made a realization. I need to get sorted out when it comes to genres of content. So basically what I did was I'm keeping Roblox on this main channel. Minecraft goes on a channel called JB dragmotoxboss 2. And all the Minecraft streams that I would continue to do on this Minecraft server. And all reaction content will go on a new channel I have called JB Drag Reacts. Now, at first, when I started playing within the first couple of weeks, that 2-week phase where there's so many people on, I did play a little bit, and then I got bored of it, and then I somehow gained interest randomly in the middle of July of 2024, and I started to play on that world in vertical streams. Of course, I did vertical streams, and as of right now, JB Drag Motocross 2 sits at 152 subscribers. A lot of the help came from already having a fan base where a bunch of people are willing to subscribe to this channel, but also you gotta thank the vertical streams. Of course, these aren't all the vertical streams that I've done. I have the playlist, I private them, you know how I do things these days. But as of now, there are already 22 live streams that I've done on this YouTube channel over the course of this year. In this year, I've begun to put a lot more focus into JB Drag Motocross 2 to build a Minecraft audience. And I don't know how to describe it, but here's the thing. Whenever I play in a Minecraft world or a Minecraft server, what will usually happen is I get demotivated because I play in such a slow way. I play so slowly, I progress slowly. That's how my brain likes to play Minecraft. And oftentimes this will demotivate me from a world, but I understood a key concept. I have to improve my surroundings and make them look fun. And what I did was I built bridges. I built bridges in the area I live in, the JB Drag SMP Season 4, and nowadays I play on that so much. Not all the time. I haven't played on it for a while because I got busy, which I actually will play it on either January 1st or January 2nd. Or maybe even January 3rd. I might do another stream on that because I haven't done a stream on that channel in a while. But I will do that, and doing that is just so much fun. I am majorly interested in Minecraft, and I even started doing some Minecraft videos on that channel. There's not too many, but there will be more in the near future. In 2025, I have more plans for it. I'm not going to really talk about that in this recap video because this is a recap video. But that channel has a very good future. I have lots of motivation, and I'm building a Minecraft audience off of that YouTube channel. Now, the same goes for JB Drag Reacts. I do like the reaction videos and reaction collabs with people. I don't take as much pride in this channel. I just randomly post a reaction video sometimes when I want to, or record one, because sometimes I'll have the motivation for that. I May possibly do live streams in the future if I ever do reaction live streams with a bunch of people, but I don't really see it coming in the future. But if it does, it'll be on this channel. I used to react to videos of people in streams on this main channel in the past, but now whenever I do that, that'll be on this channel. That is if it does happen. And yeah, it's obvious I'm trying to build a reaction fan base off of this, because it's not really good to build a reaction fan base off of my main channel, because whenever I post a reaction video, yep, you guessed it, it kind of kills my main channel as well, and I want to do reaction videos. Now, as for the editing style, there's not really a consistent editing style. Sometimes I'll edit them more, sometimes I won't. Just watch the videos for yourself. I'm not really going to explain it. That's for this channel, and dragmotoxboss 2 will have a similar editing style to the main channel. Nothing out of the ordinary happened on my YouTube channel or big world events that I remember until this happened.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Move to spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move.
Up.
Move. Go.
Up. All guys here.
All guys here, move to the spare.
Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready.
We ready?
Shooters down. Shooters down.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
Shooters down. We're good to move.
Clear.
We're
Let's
clear.
move.
We're clear.
Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down. My shoe.
Watch out.
Wait.
This moment will go down in history. This will be written down in history books. Future generations will learn about this moment. The fact that that happened this year makes this year a year that everyone is going to remember. And I'm sure many people who even live in different countries will remember this as well. On live television, Donald Trump almost got assassinated, was close to. The bullet was just a couple centimeters off from his brain. He happened to turn his head at the exact correct moment. And if he was slightly off, if he was a millisecond off, if he was a centimeter off, he wouldn't be here today. The fact that he won the presidency, and the fact that he's also the candidate that was in that situation, goes to show that, well, yeah, that was really important. That well, of course it's important if anyone survives, but more important that he survived because he actually ended up winning the presidency this year. And then he got back up and wanted to let the crowd know that he was okay and pumped his fist up, chanting, "Fight, fight, fight." I can't think of many things more patriotic than that alone. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, that was truly remarkable and a legendary moment, of course, after what happened. But, of course, what happened was not the best thing. You know, a presidential candidate does not deserve that to happen to them. I got extremely involved in politics this year, especially since I voted this year. So seeing this happen on the very first year that I'm really heavily involved in politics struck me. I'll remember this for the rest of my life. even if I had bad memory, I would still remember this. I'm sure that goes for everybody. A little while after that, Joe Biden ended up stepping down for running for office, which Republican, Democrat, someone who is not that cognitively aware should not be elected for a second term, let alone be in for a first term. So this decision, I believe, was a good decision that Joe Biden made to let Kamala Harris step up and compete for the White House instead of him. Well, a big factor is that she's a lot more cognitive than him at this point in time. She's younger. So, yeah, this pretty much shook up everything. And what is very interesting is that Donald Trump, ran for three presidential campaigns in a row consecutively and ran against three different people, which makes this so unique. Not a lot more really happened. I mean, of course, RFK Jr. Stepping down from running for president as a third-party candidate to endorse Trump, but I'm not going to talk too much about that. And I'm talking about August of 2024. During these couple of months, I was spending a lot of time with my, used to be new, but at this point not really new anymore, girlfriend, Aya. And I was kind of taking a break from all that streaming I did in June of 2024, all those vertical streams of me building that door bridge. Something to say about August is that in this month, I begun working again and at a nice professional job that actually gives me a lot of hours. Not like professional, but just like a job that I could get. And I also begun my very first semester of college in August of 2024. Then, right at the end of it, due to all the work that I would begin doing, working all those shifts and the college classes, I got less motivated, had less time, less energy, stuff like that. So I decided to stop editing my videos as heavily. Now, with this new content style change, I would still run through the videos very closely. I would cut out a lot of the filler words that were put in, but at the same time, I put a couple pictures in each video, but not nearly as many as I used to, and words on the screen and stuff like that. And there would be a lot of moments left back in the future videos of just silence, like right now. Literally that. It would have been cut out prior to August of 2024, but between, you get what I mean, during that time period when I did that. I did this because I felt, I was spending way too much time on every single video, and it was starting to lose its feel. Like, I want the more classic dragmotoxboss style of content feel to come back, even if that's not really too much editing, and some people might be like, oh, that's not really that good of content. I don't care. This is dragmotoxboss, my decision, not yours. Next up, it is time to talk about the classic and kind of infamous, September. Now, September of 2024, I reached a goal that I never thought that I would ever reach. Let's rewind back a little bit. Back in June of 2024, One Angry Gamer YT was in my stream again, and he happens to know Code Primate. I don't exactly remember what happened. I mean, technically, I could have directly asked him, hey, can you contact Code Primate for me? But of course, I didn't want to do that. That would seem really weird, really off. I'm not going to do that. That's kind of sketchy. But basically, he messaged Code Primate about me building a door bridge. Code Primate watched the stream, and, I know I make people wait a little while for joining VC in my streams, but he's Code Primate. He's more family-friendly than me on YouTube, so of course I'm going to let him in. So he did speak on my live stream for a little bit. Now, ever since this occurrence, we message each other once in a while on Discord, and I slowly pretty much became his friend, and I've even spoken in videos of his before. But most importantly, in September of 2024, me and him recorded a collab. This is one of the goals that I've wanted to reach since, for a long time, and I actually set this goal as a New Year's resolution, or at least what I want in the beginning of 2023, and it finally happened in 2024. This guy, Code Primate, is one of the people I look up to a lot. Now, when it comes to YouTubers, I've seen many, but there's only a few that I rank up at the top. Now, 2 of them I'm not going to say because they're not exactly family friendly, but the other 2, one of them was Technoblade, who passed, unfortunately, and I don't know if you guys could tell, but some of my personality kind of will remind you of him at certain points in time because I got a lot of influence from him, but also the talking aspect of my videos came from this guy, Heath Haskins, well, also known as CoPrimate, whatever you want to call him. This guy's talking about deep subjects in his videos, and even the concept of him getting frostwood to grind, that has majorly inspired my content and for my style of talking videos. Now, of course, mine is not the exact same as his. Mine is my own spin-off of it. But it is inspired from him. And the fact that I got to meet him, one of the top 4 YouTubers out of all probably like hundreds, thousands of YouTube channels I've seen over probably tens of thousands at this point, YouTube channels I've seen over the years. This guy is in that top 4. And the fact that he actually collabed with me, and the fact that he actually showcased my bases, including my door bridge that I was talking about during this 2024 recap video that goes across the ocean. The fact that he showcased my bases is extremely phenomenal. This guy I've looked up to for years. When I was a smaller YouTuber, I would build these bases, sometimes think of him a little bit, and sometimes I'd watch his content and I'd be like, that would be so cool if he ever saw my bases. And he actually did end up getting to see my bases. I would consider me and CoPrimate, well, friends, YouTube friends at this point. And I'm extraordinarily grateful and happy that this opportunity happened. This is definitely a major thing that has happened in 2024 for me. CoPrimate, if you are watching this at this point in the video, which I honestly doubt, but if you happen to be here watching this video, shout out to you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. It means a lot to me. There are not many people who I look up to because I have a personality and I have like just a mindset of wanting to be the leader and wanting to do my own thing. But there are definitely people who I do take inspiration off of. There are not many of them, but you are definitely one of them. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Now, another thing that happened in 2024 of September is definitely something that shocked the entire internet. Another thing that shocked the entire world. Well, I'd say internet, yeah. Nikocado Avocado posted a video after a while of not posting any videos, showing that he lost a bunch of weight secretly behind the scenes, and for a couple years has been uploading pre-recorded content to trick the internet into making the internet think that he's not losing any weight at all. This transformation that suddenly happened shocked the internet. Now, we don't know if he had weight loss surgery, if he actually lost the weight on his own. We don't know. But this has definitely inspired me to start worrying about my health and taking it more into account, which I definitely have thought about more in September 2024. Now, I do have to admit, I did let it slip recently because it is the holidays. But once it comes back around to January, I'm going to start that grind again. October of 2024 did not go with a good start just yet. Because in that month, Defaultio was late on posting the items to Lumber Tycoon 2 for the releasing the items in Lumber Tycoon 2. This made me think that stock up season was canceled forever. That there was never going to be a stock up season ever again. I thought that Defaultio truly did not want to do it anymore because he did lose a lot of motivation from the game. In fact, he lost the motivation before he even started playing Lumber Tycoon 2. Well, I did in sometime in 2018, but when I started playing, when I actually started really getting into it, late 2019, yeah, he pretty much lost the motivation by then. No, lost motivation, not demotivation. This caused me to just theorize what would I do in a future with no stock up season. What would I do? And this really hit me hard. the possibility of stock up season not happening. Fortunately, we did get stock up season this year. As you can see, there are new items, and if you've been following the videos that I've been posting this year, we don't even have a jack-o'-lantern this year. We just have a different type of pumpkin that can grow to a random size when you open it. Let's see what size we get. Let's see. Oh, okay, we got that size. But about stock up season itself, in the middle of October 2024, when the items finally did release, and by the way, these items stayed in the game till like the middle of November 2024. Yeah, weird. It made me constantly theorize, what's happening at the times of stock up season. Like 2 weeks in October for Halloween stock up season would make sense. No, there has to be 4 weeks. But like if the 4 weeks aren't on time, then half of it's going to be in November. I honestly think that it actually should be cut down to 2 weeks now. Thanksgiving stock up season did better this year with only 3 items for a week span. Okay, that's better. Christmas, why does it start a week into December? We only get 2.5 weeks to stock up on that instead of 3.5. Well, a little over 2 weeks to stock up on that instead of we used to get 3.5 weeks. Again, why? Why? This started happening since 2022. Why? But a little earlier that month, the video that I was talking about, the Co-Primate video, that's when that collab released on both my channel and his. I really should have talked about that then, although I did technically record it in September, so I wanted to talk about it in September. It was more of just, I pumped it out in October, but the importance was in September. So yeah, that month, that collab actually did get posted. I feel like I should have just kept that all in the October category. Well, I did meet him in June, and I did show up on a couple of his videos in September. So that was worth it to talk about it in September. Fair enough. But we must keep talking about stock up season. Whilst I was stocking up, I had a big major realization. I don't have fun stocking up anymore. And because it hardly benefits me Lumber Tycoon 2 wise, because of all the duping and all the money I have and all the money that I can easily get from people as gifts and stuff like that, and even like stock of season items that people easily give me, I really don't care about that stuff. I literally only did it because it gave me a fun feeling and to grow my channel, but that fun feeling needed to still be there, which majorly went away. So I stopped stocking up nearly as much. I used to do many streams where I'd stock up a lot, to the point of where I just do a few videos, couple videos on each item, and stock up. I did do a stock up season stream on Christmas Day, and that was fun. But literally, because of the lack of motivation to stock up, I did not stock up for the Christmas items were out for a couple days after Christmas. I did not stock up on them during those couple of days. I just was not motivated. Which is really sad, because I used to literally spend 24/7 stocking up over and over and over again. Now, I'm still going to play Lumber Tycoon 2 and do talking videos, and I actually have future plans for what I'm going to do with the talking video concept. I also plan on expanding on dragmotoxboss 2 and keep doing those Minecraft streams on that Minecraft server. But yeah, I'm kind of shifting away from Lumber Tycoon 2 and this channel a little bit. I'm still going to be here, but I'm also going to be spending a lot of time on my Minecraft channel trying to blow that up. And it's sad. It's like, I love seeing these items on the shelves, but they don't feel the same. And that's sad to me. It's never going to feel the same. It sucks. Now, after this point, because of the loss of motivation, and I just started getting really tired and overwhelmed from school and work, that I kind of stepped away from the channel majorly, and I've been less active on this channel. Hardly any live streams because, well, you know the situation of that. I don't really have too much motivation to stream Lumber Tycoon 2 or any Roblox game. I still will do them in the future, though. Although I do a bunch of Minecraft streams. I do about a few, like 5 or 6 of those a month. So yeah, that's where all my streaming's been going. On my Minecraft channel, which, by the way, you should subscribe to it only if you want to watch me for Minecraft content. If you only want to watch my Minecraft content. Or me for me. As long as you're going to watch the content. All right. Because of this less motivation realization, I decided to announce that I am now keeping my video footage raw. Little to no editing. Except in a special video like this, I'll do a little bit of editing maybe. But like those like moments where there's silence like this, filler words. I don't even cut them out. Maybe a little bit, but not much. Maybe a random picture in a video if you're lucky. Then this is a normal video I'm talking about. But no guarantee. And the videos are actually really good. They feel like a more classic style, and I'm very happy for that. Not as classic as they were a couple years ago, because that feel with my lighter voice and less experience on YouTube and stuff like that, you'll never get that classic JB Drag Motocross Boss back. But it's more like classic JB Drag Motocross Boss right now. But also what happened in November of 2024 is that Donald Trump won the presidential election. That's all I'm going to say. There's not really anything else to say. He will be retaking the White House once again. This makes him the second ever president to serve 2 non-consecutive terms, which is very interesting. And also, he ran against 3 political opponents when he was selected as the one of the 2 main people from the 2 main parties to run for president. He stopped the first ever woman to be elected as the main candidate for the party from becoming woman president twice, which is absolutely insane. He happens to only get beat by the one who's not a woman, therefore making the United States never have a woman president just yet. We are now about to enter the subject of the cold, cold month, December of 2024. The very cold, cold month. And why do I say cold? Because there are 2 deaths that happened that many people are talking about. One of them, many people are still talking about right at this very moment because it just happened. First, I want to say I pray for the family of the CEO of that one Medicare company that got assassinated. That happened this month, as well as the passing of former President Jimmy Carter. He was the very first president to reach the age of 100. And now that he has passed away, there are only 4 former presidents currently alive at this moment. There's Bill Clinton, George Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. And, well, once Inauguration Day happens, Donald Trump will switch from a former president. He'll basically switch places with Biden. In terms of this channel, not much has happened. Like, literally not much. No major events really happened this year except for the worldwide events. I thank everyone for joining me on this journey on this very nice long video. I definitely spent a long time recording this, over 2 hours. So I appreciate all of you watching this. This will be the only 2024 remembrance video. I have to do at least something, or else it would not only bother my OCD, but of course it would not be so well. There's not going to be a prediction video for this year, or well, next year, I apologize. I don't really want to do the prediction videos anymore. From now on, either every other year or just at some point in time during a year, I will eventually include the 2024 best moments. It just won't be this year. Whether it's in 2025 with 2024 to 2025, or maybe 2024 to 2026 at the end of 2026. And this is the year in review video. And, well, the documentary and the year in review video basically combined is what this video basically is. So I will always do a video like this just to make it simpler on myself, and because I have less time and less energy, I'll do one of these videos, and of course compilations some years. At the beginning of 2024, I felt like it was going to be my year, and major key things happened in this year. Just like last year, I believe that this year will also be, this next year will also be my year. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll try to be here as much as possible. I'll also be on my Minecraft channel. It was a pleasure being JB Drag Motocross Boss again this year, and I will be JB Drag Motocross Boss next year. I'll be here in some shape or form. I hope that next year we can have a very fun and interesting year, just like this very year. And for the last time in 2024, that's it for this video.